different Facebook key for some reason.
Yeah, you gotta get that key.
Oh.
So wait, when those go on there, are those recorded as well? Like, am I gonna see this if I on YouTube?
Yes, you're gonna see it right now. Actually. Oh wait, I gotta hit live first, but.
I thought you already did.
Well, it. Darn it, Tony!
Are we live now?
What?
Oh,
I know
boy.
you
I might have to
can't
grab
see-
another.
There it is. That's special.
I'm just saying, like, I know you can't physically see what I'm doing here, but like, I literally do have to hit live twice with Facebook. It's dumb, but
Yeah, you got to override.
Yeah. Is that another button he's got to push then?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right, cool.
There it is. How's Shane on his beverages?
I'm just having water, I think, unless
Ooh.
I don't know if I really have much else right now.
No more wine.
Why is the lighting in here so bad? Oh, well, when I go like that, it's okay. Look at that.
That's weird. Is that a sensor that you block something and then it kind of overrides or compensates? What do you have for that? Is that 720? What kind of camera do you have?
I don't know.
Nice. Me neither. I got some Logitech thing.
It's the one on the. Well, I have a Logitech one, but this is the FaceTime one. See, or the.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be better? FaceTime.
All right, I'll just hit the button here now.
FaceTime. Actually, I could try another one, but I don't know if you're gonna like it.
Oops, I gotta fix this still.
Uh-oh.
Fix it.
We're live?
Yep, we're live.
Yeah. True story. Should I put Tony in front of Matt? Is that what I gotta do here? Oh yeah, I can move him.
You can order your friends around?
Yep,
Ooh.
sure can.
How do you do that?
I can. I'm trying to click on Matt to move him over there, and it won't work.
Oh wait, that just changes the size of it. What the?
Oh, I can flip and crop the video. Oh, I see.
Dumb.
Oh, yeah, flip it around.
Oh,
No, I
man.
can crop.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
I can
It
crop.
just zooms you into your face when I push this button.
Okay.
you.
Zoom you back, zoom you out, in, out, in. There's a green thing behind him. And then Shane's got windows behind him.
Okay, I can move you guys around. I can't see. Is there an organize button or something?
I don't know. I'm not. I'm rearranging, not in Skype. So.
Oh, I'm in Skype. Yeah, you're in something. What, Facebook? The Facebook?
Something in the Facebook. Yeah.
In the Facebook. They're bringing it back.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna bring back the.
Bringing back the. Wait, R.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I haven't heard anything, but they should.
No. No. No.
No. No.
Well, no.
No. Yeah, extra. So now what's it called? Why is the extra there, Matt?
Extra Facebook?
Extra.
Because I got an extra one in the fridge.
Yeah. Oh, this one's just called Corona. It doesn't have the extra on it. That makes sense.
Oh, I get it. Oh, those Corona people, they're so slick with their wording.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Slick Corona.
Is there like a Corona original?
Ooh. Is that
Now wait, does the Corona original say original?
Yes. No.
God, it's
it
been a
says
while.
extra.
That's cool.
I don't know why. All right.
I don't know. Maybe.
Chat room, help me out.
Chat room? I don't look at them. There's too many of them now. And I don't have Facebook.
Maybe extra means something else in Spanish that I don't know.
It does. It means something else.
Ooh.
Google Translate.
I know, right? I was going to do
Google Translate. That's a thing?
Spanish extra. To English.
it.
Ooh. Extra is Spanish for extra.
The Nino. Oh.
Oh,
Maybe they're
boy.
pronounced different. Oh, yeah, they're pronounced different. That means a lot.
I don't think it means anything.
In Spanish, it's extra. Like egg.
Oh.
Crying out loud.
Extra, extra.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
The whatever they're using to generate the computer-generated Spanish voice, I think it sounds a lot better.
Sounds like Yanny.
Oh yeah, what was that again? The Yanny or the like sloth or whatever? What was it?
Yanny. You guys can hear the voice of Satan for some reason.
Yanny.
Laurel.
Ooh, I'm now drinking the extra.
Extra. Or
I'm out of extras.
extra.
It should be Corona last.
Yeah, it should. Yeah, Matt's getting his Corona last, and I should probably go get another slob. What did I call my beer again? I don't even remember.
Slobber. Slobber.
Yeah. Oh wait, Caribbean jerk. Now I think about that with the sauce at B-Dubs.
Thought it was mango habanero you didn't like.
I don't like that. No, I like Caribbean jerk. I actually like everything. I don't like habanero. The mango.
I like everything. I don't like mango habanero.
And butt. Everything but. Oh, fiddlesticks.
You don't like butt?
Yeah. Wait, what?
You getting another one, Tony, or no?
Probably. I'll be quick.
I
should have gone when Matt went. My bad.
I still don't know if I have one or not. I can get I could have made myself a mixed drink. Still could.
Plenty of time.
Is there plenty of time? Nah. All he's doing is grabbing one. I still don't even know how to do that.
Snapshot, screen share. Share my screen. Ah, crap.
Crap.
Are we live?
Yeah. You can't say crap.
Uh-oh.
What's
worse can I say?
They're going to be able to see everything on Tony's board, though, apparently.
Oh, yeah. What do you think that is like? There's chores? Does that say hamburgers? Maybe it says weekend barbecue plans.
Chores, hamburgers, feed the skunks, I think. What just happened?
Feed the dog.
Does it say that?
Feed the dog. Yep.
Gotta remember to feed the dog. It's true.
Cancel porn subscription.
Right. Yep. I mean, that was the first one I saw, but... We were deciphering what was on your board, Tony.
What board? Oh, that board. What did you guys come? What conclusions did you guys come to?
I think it's your chore list. You make a nickel per chore, right?
Oof. Actually, if I get up to tier 3, then I get nickels. Yeah,
Ooh.
We're almost there.
You need at least 2 to 3 people directly under you.
Yeah.
Do some as well.
You can see some of that. It's really Kay's diagram for her garden.
Oh. Is that set up like a pyramid scheme, like your chore system?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's all a pyramid scheme. Bastards always got me down.
Nice.
All right.
All right, whatever.
All right, let's get the show on the road.
Yeah. Shane had a big day today. He needs to, yeah. All right.
You feel pretty tired.
Aw. Caffeine?
That's what I forgot. I meant to do that. Anyway, all right. Here we go. Nice.
And we're live.
Tony does not have a mute button, though.
I have this mute button, but I didn't use it.
All right. And in 3, 2, 1. Wait, hold on. I'm not ready.
No, just go with it. Who cares?
Gotta remember to actually record it. Okay. Make sure this is good. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Techies, the podcast about simplifying our lives one gadget at a time. I am Shane, and I'm joined, as always, by Tony.
Hello.
Oh,
how's it going?
God. I don't know. It's going great, but come on, change it up once in a while.
I don't know what to say.
Hello.
That's me. That's what I do.
Fine.
That's my thing. That's what I do.
Hello. It's a catchphrase, huh? You got so many better catchphrases though. You could be saying
like what? Yeah, but you gotta say that. I need a reason.
Yeah. All right.
Motivation.
Fair enough. That other face. Yeah. Well, he hasn't said anything yet, but yeah, the face that you would see on the video, not so much on the audio, but is a long time.
It's on the audio.
Returning guest, or what do you call him? Returning co-host, Matt.
Hey,
what's up?
I'm
Matt always says "hey" too.
I'm doing fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, and I have called him out before.
I always try to find something. I was going to talk about. I'm getting ready to move, so packing stuff up. I'm just glad that's done with, or at least for today. So
nice.
Happy with that.
What are you drinking tonight?
Ooh, I've got a Corona Extra with lime juice.
With lime juice, really?
Yeah, I don't actually put. I'm not. I don't have the energy to cut up a lime and put a wedge in there, so I just squirt some lime juice in it and call it a day.
Like that. I like how easy that is.
That is, yeah, right on. I had quite a few of the Coronas in the Hawaii, or the Maui specifically, is where I was like a week ago. Yeah, a little less than a week ago actually, but yeah, Coronas and Maui beers and all that kind of fun stuff. But Tony, what about you?
I actually have a beer that I made with Northern Brew. They have different ones where you can kind of get little kits to make, and then you brew it. And this one was ready to go. So
brew it.
Yeah.
Brew it.
Mm-hmm. I also have just to stay kind of cool. I have ice water with some lime juice in it actually too.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. The nice big ice chunk, but the ice is almost gone. So
I just have water for like the first or second time ever, maybe.
First.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Dan says good music. Drew says Matt's back.
Matt's back.
for now.
Bye back, yeah.
Yeah.
Right back.
Stare at my face for a while. I'll put my back on a little bit later.
Yeah. Why did this not? Man, video thing. Okay. Just had to fix the minor little glitch there on the screen. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool guys. Well, glad to have you back on the show again, Matt. Always.
Yeah, always. It's good to be back.
Always great to have you.
And just so you're not freaked out here, Matt, we did kind of change the order up here, if you didn't notice, for this next segment. You ready for this?
Oh boy.
Holy cow.
News.
Oh yeah.
Holy cow, it's completely different.
Oh my god, what's happening? Doesn't Matt usually go? No, anyway.
XP
Should we let Matt? Matt, you want to go first?
No, I don't care. Yeah.
Holy cow. All right. We're going from the bottom up.
Sure.
I'm just going to rearrange the order here altogether.
Oh boy.
This one's, oh no, you just got my notes.
I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just started talking.
I will let you know what I picked out when Shane pastes it back into the document.
There you go.
There we go. The Verge reports. Will third-party plugins survive the tech backlash? So first I want to point out it was an editorial. Not sure exactly if this is going to happen or not. It kind of comes back from the Cambridge Analytica scandal. So it appears to be causing Google and Facebook. They're trying to tighten down their APIs. Facebook obviously got a bunch of trouble for that, for allegedly affecting elections. We don't know exactly how much that played out. But it's kind of crossing over to Google. So Gmail, or Google's cutting down third-party apps on Gmail, pretty much thinking about restricting access to the entire Gmail API. So any kind of app that you would have plugged into Gmail might be going away.
Oof.
According to the article, it sounded like a lot of the third-party apps were already vetted pretty well by Google. So I don't know if there's a ton of risk right there right now, but I'm not, you can never know. The biggest thing, I was kind of curious if you guys use third-party Gmail or Facebook apps, and if you're kind of be upset to see them go away.
I probably have at one point, but I don't. I mean, the only thing that I want to say I'd be using with in that regard would be like the way you've described it in the past, Matt, which was the sort of token login type of thing. But I don't. Sounds like that this is something different, right?
I really hope that's different because I think that's just you use you say, hey, here's my Google account. Google says, yeah, that's Shane, and then they say, oh, okay, we can log in, and as long as Google keeps saying, hey, it's Shane, you can keep logging in with that same username and password, and all that credential stuff goes to Google, and then all they get back is just a token. So I'm hoping that they're not giving any kind of access in that regard.
Right.
But the only thing I can think of that I've heard of people using was that Boomerang app for Gmail, where you just kind of snooze things. But I think Gmail kind of built that in now. So this stuff, I think, email is such an important thing for password resets, and I don't think people realize how big of a deal it is to give access to it. So it's kind of a mixed bag on this of just, hey, you shouldn't be giving access to your email account to these apps anyways, unless you really trust them. So I don't know. I guess it feels like people should be aware of this, but at the same point, I can see why they'd restrict it. I guess I'm not too. I don't really use any of those apps, so I guess I'm not really too worried about outside of just maybe an email client, like I think I used the Apple standard email client just to get notifications. But I don't know. That's it. I just kind of wanted to see what your guys' thoughts were on it.
Is this more for like giving like a service that I want a new service, I don't want to create a login, so I get to use my Google account as credentialing or as username and password to get access to the service, or is this something that's like in a browser, like the 1Password extension? Is this something completely different? What is this exactly?
So I think it's kind of like that if this then that kind of thing where it logs into your Gmail, and if you get an email about it, then it'll scan that and say, oh, you got an email to follow up with this person, so I'm going to create a calendar appointment or something like that.
Oh, I see.
Something's reading your email and then doing things based on that. You could send an email to yourself and say, I don't know, remind myself, or schedule an appointment for some birthday thing, or I don't know. Well, however you want a crazy stuff.
Or like when you get messages from, I don't know, like traveling, so then Google will automatically throw it on your calendar. Is that?
Yeah. So that stuff, I'm assuming that stuff with third-party apps, maybe before Google started doing a lot of it as well.
Yeah.
So maybe that stuff, and maybe Google's just saying, we've kind of taken over a lot of that stuff, so there's no real point in having third-party apps. So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I don't know about Facebook. I'm not sure if anybody. I think those are pretty popular, but
yeah, I don't do anything.
There was. I think I remember trying something at one point that was sort of a. The more I think about it, I question if it was a third party or if it was something that Facebook put out themselves, similar to Inbox for Gmail or something, But I mean, I don't believe I'm currently using anything like that. Tony?
Nice.
Tony?
Oh, is it my turn now? Right.
Yeah, next in line.
Oh, was I in line? Oh, okay. Anyway, my article.
Are you going to cut and paste his article? Give him a little bit of time?
I think we. All right, here we go. Feel free. All right, my article is from The Verge, and it's the NASA spacecraft that will journey to the sun just got its super deluxe heat shield. And I thought this was interesting. I didn't even know we were going to the sun. Everybody talks about Mars all the time.
I'm glad they sprang for the deluxe version.
Yeah, that's right. You got a couple bucks? Why not? We want this thing to work.
Not just deluxe, the super deluxe.
Ooh, well, you can always get better. Probably didn't have enough money. Who knows?
Did you get this from The Onion, Tony?
This is from The Onion, yes. And The Onion is the
name of the craft.
Yeah. It's the shield, actually. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Anyway, the name of it is the Parker Solar Probe, and this is the one that just got its a super. I want to say deluxe now, but it's just a durable heat shield for the trip. Anyway, it's this probe is meant to get closer to the sun than any other vehicle that has before it, and Anyway, it's just they just wanted to sit just 4 million miles away from the sun's surface. So obviously, this is what they're hoping for.
A mere 4 million miles. Just
a mere 4 million, which I don't know if I can really put that into any kind of context for you. But they wanted to interact with the solar corona or outer atmosphere. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Corona.
It's not Corona.
Corona, yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, they want to learn more about how the heat flows within the weird region of space there. And this is mostly about solar winds. They want to study the superheated particles that shoot out from the sun, which can kind of mingle with the Earth's atmosphere or the Earth's magnetic field and cause geomagnetic storms that conflict with our satellites and power grid. So this is mostly, I believe, from the article, that the primary reason they want to get this data is to understand it and then hopefully maybe prevent or have stuff to prevent it. But yeah, NASA is interested in the mechanisms behind the phenomena to better understand it, how the solar winds occur. But the heat shield, 160 pounds, doesn't seem that big, right? I mean, from space standpoint.
In terms of the sun, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that too, but I just feel like in space everything's big.
Is there weight to that? I don't.
But I mean, that just doesn't seem. But it's made up of carbon fiber composite, and it's surrounded by that. And inside is a core made up of foam. The probe can reach speeds of up to 430,000 miles per hour in space. It should protect against anything that falls within its shadows. There is a white coating to reflect the sun's heat. And if everything goes well, they're saying that it will handle temperatures up to 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit, and the probe should stay at 85 degrees Fahrenheit. And they're looking to launch it out of Cape Canaveral in August 4th, they were thinking. So, yeah.
Huh.
So I don't know.
So it's not
all Elon Musk stuff. So it's not all SpaceX and glory. It's other, NASA does stuff too. So I don't know.
Oh, God, yeah.
Be interesting. So I thought it was kind of interesting.
Well, to be fair, they don't really have the funds to back them as much now, right? So they gotta do what they can with what they have, I suppose. The best. How's that go?
Whatever.
The Gandalf quote. We do the best with. I don't know why I turned into Sean Connery.
I like you get the good accents, the good impressions.
That sounded like Sean Connery, though.
That's true, but the fact that you're trying, I like that.
What is given to us? That's something I don't know. Anyway, that is quite fascinating. I did not know this was happening.
No, I didn't either. I'm sure there's a lot of rockets that go off all the time we don't know about. They're probably just basic routine satellites here and there or whatever, or repair. So
rockets all the time.
So it's coming back though eventually.
I don't know. Do probes come back?
I don't know. Like it can't be. Can we wirelessly transmit to it or something or not?
Well, I think that's what we get. I think the point is you get the data. You get But I'm pretty sure Voyager 1 and 2 aren't coming back. Didn't they leave our atmosphere?
The deluxe version came with the data. If they didn't do deluxe,
that's right.
It's got the red dot on the side.
I mean, I think the point is you just get the data back. That's it. But the hardware it'll be lost, or it'll just orbit the sun until we feel like not caring anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, until the sun blows up.
There you go.
So I had to do some quick math here. The 4 million miles away, that's about, if you were going to fly from the Earth to the sun, that's about 96% of the way there. So
Ooh.
Pretty close to the sun, in terms of the distance between the Earth and the sun. So that's pretty.
Did you say 96%?
96% of the way to the sun from the Earth is where it's going to be orbiting.
That's ridiculous.
I would think hotter maybe, but all right. I don't know.
You think it's going to be hotter there, Tony?
Pounds.
Yeah, 160 pounds. But 25 degrees Fahrenheit, 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
I mean, but it is space too, which is cold. So I suppose you got both of those. You got the heat source, and then you got vacuum of space. We'll come to a happy median of 2,500 degrees.
Yeah, it's still pretty hot. It's still very hot.
Pretty hot, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's very hot. Yeah.
Is it hot?
All right. So let's moving right along here. TechCrunch is another article, a news source, if you will, and they say this clever case pops open to protect your phone when you drop it.
Ooh.
And I'm not going to read the notes that Matt and I were doing earlier, but an engineer at Ehlen University in Germany, Philipp Franzel, came up with this idea. And now Tony's distracting the hell out of me with his highlighting. And essentially the idea was to have an airbag for your phone, more or less. More of hypothetically an airbag. And sensors that detect when the phone is in a free fall. That was sort of the first piece of the puzzle here. And actually, as a matter of fact, an actual airbag was considered at one point, as well as a foam alternative and other variations that didn't prove practical, but he instead arrived at using springs which kind of makes sense, that spring up or spring out from the case and curl up and around the corners, and then you fold manually, that would then fold them back up once you're down there. Hopefully, as you might be worried about, and as the article states, hopefully there are safeguards or will be safeguards put in place to detect whether or not it's in your pocket or a bag or something along those lines. Well, I mean, I'd care less about the bag and more so about my pocket, probably.
But these things open up in your pocket, that'd be fun.
Yeah, may not be so
like going to like a roller coaster and it just pops up in your...
Oh.
Yeah. There's just a lot of things like that might not make it great. And, so as the article also talks about, it's a concern of the author and as well as the creator of this, to have somewhat of an aesthetic phone while not having to worry about it being damaged so much. But at the same time, I'm thinking, at least this concept, the case that they show in this article, the case still looks, well, too bulky for me. Because it's a case. It's still a case.
Because it's a case.
Yeah.
It looks like a normal case, and then if you have that the iPhone, that battery pack thing, it looks like it's kind of like that, but I'm assuming it doesn't have that battery. It's just the mechanism here, so
right.
It does add quite a bit of thickness to the phone.
Right. Mm. Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of a cool idea more than anything, I think. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure this is something I would personally ever want. What about either of you? Do you think you would ever spring for something like this?
Oh my God.
Ayo.
No.
Did it say how much it was going to cost?
No, because they said there's most certainly going to be a Kickstarter, or that's the next step. But at the same time, it is not. I don't believe it's yet available on Kickstarter, and I wouldn't even know what I would search for that because they don't even give a name for this thing, or do they? This active damping case, I guess they mention.
Yeah, I've just got the standard Apple case, and I think it just gives you a little bit more grip. I think that's all I need, but I don't really drop my phone too often, and if I do, it's kind of in the house on the carpet. So I guess this isn't a huge problem for me.
Don't?
Same with just a basic case for just the grip, and I like not having a case like you and iPhone or most phones. They look great without it, but I know people want to protect their devices. But mine, like a couple weeks, like maybe this was a month ago, it would always fall out of my pocket without the case. It would always fall out of my pocket while I'm sitting down in my chair at work because it's so slippery. So I always want a case, but this thing, I don't know. I mean, I feel like if it's always going to fall out of my pocket and those little spring things are always going to go, how easy is it to put those little forelegs back, and how irritated am I going to get the fourth time I'm dropping this thing and I got to put those four things back in its little corner holes? I might hate those. But I mean, if it's a quick little boom, it might be all right. But I mean, I guess it could be, it might be for someone. I don't know. But I suppose just having a decent case. I know those OtterBox ones or those other cases that are up there. I guess it all depends on price and what you want to do. But
yeah.
But what do you think, Shane? Mr. Caseless iPhone Shane?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Well, it's bulky. I mean, that's part of it. That's part of like why people. I mean, it is a trade-off. Like, do you want some sort of security, or do you want something that looks halfway decent? Not to mention, doesn't really make a big bulge in your pocket if it is big.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bulge
I mean,
in
I
your
mean
pocket.
that to be whatever.
Ew.
Unless the phone came that way or something, which I don't see Apple ever doing, especially because
Yeah.
Matt's been saying for years how moving parts were something that the iPhones didn't have, right? And yeah,
Even the first one?
well,
Probably.
It's just a couple buttons they've got.
if you
Oh,
can
the
call-
buttons. I don't count the buttons, but yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah, still, but also what I forgot to mention was that he had applied for a patent and apparently even had shirts printed, which seems weird for not being on Kickstarter yet.
Oh, a little premature, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. He's like, this is gonna sell like hotcakes.
That's right. Get your shirts while you can.
Yeah.
I want a shirt now.
Oh, he does have a video. Let's see here. Maybe I should play part of the video quick just to. Oh wow, this thing is in German, and this is. I wonder if this is in German. Maybe they just had some guy at TechCrunch translate all this. Yeah, this is in German too.
Oh, Germans always make good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Quality.
Oops.
That's right.
Are you guys? Yeah.
Ooh. I'm watching your little video.
Oh, good. Okay. I hope I was coming through there.
Ooh, I can't.
Es geht schnell. Einmal kurz nicht aufgepasst, das Handy fällt und geht nicht kaputt. Mit der Erfindung von Philipp Frenzel aus Aalen bleibt das Display nämlich ganz.
You guys catch any of that?
I did.
Oh, good.
Nach einigen zerstörten
Oh, he said something about a Heineken.
Ooh, I heard Heineken.
Kind of looks like a drone here.
Smartphones eine Art Airbag erfunden.
Oh, I just wanted to see the video to show him putting those like legs back in, and
Oh, it does show that?
I don't know. It could be the new fidget for all we know. The little fidget spinner 2.0, your iPhone
But with
Case.
functional use.
or your phone case, I should say.
Where does it show him doing that? Oh, we 3D printed them?
Oh, dude. Well, it was the end of the video. He showed
okay, at the
putting the
end.
legs back in the side of it. Interesting concept. It might be something someday, or it might lead to something better someday. Who knows? But I don't know. People are thinking it's good.
Yeah, people think it's good. I kind of wanted to see him. Oh, there.
Well,
it is.
you know,
Okay. Oh, they just
people doing
fold. They fold sideways back up into it.
Yeah. Which I didn't know that too. I saw the video too. But
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I suppose we can move on then. Shall
Okay.
we? Shall we?
You know what really grinds my gears?
You know what really grinds my gears? Anything to do with airports.
Oh snap!
Very broad topic, and I I understand that there's so much insane technology that goes into planes and probably a lot of things with the airports themselves. But holy cow, do you have to wait a lot at an airport? I just got to say. There's so much stuff that you have to wait for that I feel like could be improved upon. And, well, I think Matt put a comment in here because he travels a frequent amount. You would agree with that sentiment?
Oh, yeah. And so some airports are worse than others. We just went on vacation recently to Ireland, flew into London Gatwick, and it was just, you go through security, and then they put you in this, it's like a mall-like area where you're supposed to sit and shop, and then like 20 minutes before your flight, they call you over to this gate. Then you go into this gate, and you have to walk through this thing, and they scan your face and make sure you, I don't know, they didn't check your passports or anything, but they just kind of scan your face, and you have to wait through a line there, and then you're in another waiting area, waiting to actually get on the plane, and then, 15 minutes before you take off, they let you on the plane. It's just they have like these so many checkpoints, which drives me insane.
Yeah, and so I was in the Maui airport and getting ready to leave, and the weird thing there is that the whole beginning part, or it's actually the security TSA part, is like outdoors. Because it's an open air. A lot of stuff there is open air, including that. So you're waiting in line for security, getting super sweated up, and then I go through the thing where you put your hands up and it spins around you, whatever they call that.
Naked
and
scan.
It's like a naked scan, sure. And then it's detecting all the sweat that I accumulated while waiting in line. Like, what the heck is wrong with you?
Are you nervous?
Yeah. What is the matter with that? That is the most inefficient, backwards thing I've ever heard of.
It's because it doesn't detect water or something, or the water masks whatever the device is that's supposed to scan you.
I'm just saying, then don't make your airport outside. Like, that's ridiculous.
Ooh. Did you get patted down after that?
I did, in fact.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. It was a great feeling.
Yeah.
You're sweating so much. It's like, oh, by the way, no fluids. We don't want you to rehydrate.
Oh, so dumb. And then, it seems like half the time you have some kind of a delay. You have, and then once you actually get on the plane, you have to wait. Let's see, you have to wait there until, oh my gosh, when we were actually leaving to go there, I don't even know if the pilot knew what was going on. He didn't, because he's like, well, we can't. Sorry, there's a bunch of planes in the way. Like, okay. Look, we can't actually go yet. And then he's like, I have no idea what the ETA is going to be. Sorry, folks. We'll
I love when they keep coming on and then they have nothing to tell you.
And then he's like, well, I guess it happened.
The fact that they're saying something, I respect that.
Yeah. And then he comes on and says, well, I guess it's going to be sooner than I thought. That time is now. And then another half hour goes by.
The time is now.
And then when you land, I mean, I don't even know. Sometimes it takes forever to get to the jetway. Sometimes, and then you have to wait to get off of the plane, and then wait for your bags to actually get on the conveyor belt. It's all waiting. Not to mention at O'Hare, you got to wait for the, either the shuttle to get there to take you from the parking lot, or the tram, or, I mean, holy crap. Not to mention the drive down to O'Hare. But it was a great vacation, like, once you're there. It's fantastic.
That's right. Traveling's fun. Everybody likes traveling.
But can someone please work, like, they need a guy.
What, the vacation's
that's
fun.
Strictly if they don't already have this guy, they should.
Okay.
That's just or guy or gal, okay. That is strictly there figuring out how to make things faster. Like, so people don't have to wait. Efficiency in general.
Efficiency.
Yes. Anyway, that's, like I said, I get there's a lot of very smart people that have made some very complex have somehow figured out how to get a aluminum tube to fly through the air. Or is it aluminum? I don't remember. But
Probably.
Which is amazing. It's all very amazing. I don't like waiting.
Don't make me wait.
Don't make me wait when
Especially
I'm sweating.
in airplane mode.
Matt, did you want to talk about this other thing here?
No, we can skip that.
You sure you don't want to talk about that?
It does grind my gears, but we can do it next time.
Next time you're on?
Sure.
Sure. Sure. You sure? Sure.
We'll probably be even more annoyed with it next time I'm on.
I put that last one in there, Matt or Tony.
Yeah. You're welcome.
All right. We can talk about it next time. All right.
XP boost.
All right, we have yet another update, XP update here for the for travel pillows. Well, or I mean, I don't know if holy crap, I don't know if you guys have any input on this, but I'm going to talk a little bit again about the Trtl travel pillow. That's TRTL. And this is Tony here. Pillows are
I didn't
good.
do any. What is
Tony
that
or
mean?
Matt? Pillows are good. Pillows are great. Let's eat. That's a great.
Wait,
prayer.
what?
Was that Matt?
I get it.
I get it.
So just a quick reminder here. I guess I left it in the other room, but it's a blanket. It's a pillow. It's really more of a small blanket that wraps around your neck, and it's got like a C curve to it. How do I C curve to it? that,
yeah, I remember
that
this.
wedges onto your neck like that. And it's I think when I last talked about it, I gave it a pretty good review. It now comes in 4 colors, which I think it might have only come in the gray before, but
Ooh, that's black. Is it
there's a red in there and a pink
That's
and a
nice.
black,
Pink.
right? Yeah. So on the surface, it's not necessarily worse. But I am finding myself using it less than when I first got it. And I guess part of it seems like it's a bit of a hassle to actually wrap around my neck each time because that's how it works. It's this blanket that it's got some Velcro on it. You wrap it all the way around. And yeah, I think part of the reason is maybe that it gets a little warmer when you have that thing wrapped around your neck. And another part of the reason is it's the shape is just kind of awkward because of that weird like C shape that's incorporated in the blanket. So when I stuff it into my bag, it's not like if it were just a blanket, that'd be great because then I could shove it in any which way. But instead, I gotta kind of work around other things that are in my bag. Mm-hmm. And on top of that. Well, this is maybe the number one reason why I'm not super sold on it now at this point, because it's like every time I think I found just the right position with it, I find myself just instantly rearranging it to the other side or down, because you can go on the shoulder, down like this, or on the other shoulder. And again, like I said last time, technically you put it back this way, but I wouldn't recommend it. They wouldn't recommend it, I'm sure, because you could potentially choke yourself if you lean back with that. Yeah, so don't do that.
Choke myself. Got it.
Yeah, no. But the thing is, on this last trip, I actually ended up. I think in the beginning I tried using it. Not on the way there. On the way back, I don't think I use it at all. Partially because it's just kind of a pain to get it out of my bag once it's already under the seat in front of me, and then partially because it's I don't know what you're laughing at. Partially because it's I seem to sleep okay on those headrests now that they're kind of pliable, with the wings on them. Have you guys seen these things? Seen them? You heard about them?
The wing ones? No.
Just normal plain seat wings that you pop out, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, I don't know if
yeah,
is it on all planes at this point, because those.
International ones, maybe.
I think most international ones have.
Yeah.
Okay, because they had them on the Hawaii one, which technically
Sort of international.
but it's technically not.
Sort of.
Long flights, maybe, yeah. So
We'll say long flights.
but those seem to work pretty well, I think. I don't know. I slept okay when I could, but I think the big problem is it's just kind of impossible to sleep on a plane for most of the time. Or it's not comfortable.
Agree.
It's not. It's a good transition from the last topic, right? Yeah, sleeping on a plane is not good. I mean, if you're tired enough, you're gonna do it, I think. But I don't necessarily know if this helps that much now, which is why I'm dropping my rating down to I don't even know, because you guys messed with my stars. 3 out of 5, I think I said. I couldn't tell you what I said the first time, as I don't have the doc up here, but I'm sure 3 out of 5 is less than what I said before.
0.2.
2
Well, yeah, I was going to ask you what you did last time. Did you downgrade it to a 3 out of 5, you think?
So was it a 4 before?
I'm trying to downgrade it without knowing for sure. So,
Well, it's not hard to find out.
yeah, I'm looking. All right, fine. Just fine. So it's episode 70.
Yeah, 70.
70. I'm sure we can figure that out here.
Figure it out.
I did this last travel. I was on the plane about 8 hours. I tried sleeping on the way. Oh, nice.
But go
Tried
on.
sleeping on the way out. Didn't really happen, like you're just saying, But I'm not a huge fan of the pillows. I don't like packing that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, on the way back, it was pretty much I just watched 3 movies and that was about it.
There you go. That
was way better. Which Jumanji was pretty good. That was the highlight of the film watching for my plane.
Can I ask what the other movies were? Just curious.
Oh man, there was a Tanya Harding one.
Tanya.
I watched Black Panther. That was really good too.
Nice. You got some good current ones.
Yeah, there's some.
I just remember coming back, or the whole Italy trip, and I remember just had the regular U-shaped ones, and I hated it because it conflicted with the little ones that the airplane had. And then the whole time when I was in Italy, I'm carrying these stupid things around because they didn't fit perfectly in anything. And that's it. And then I think later, I don't know if we just get rid of them. We probably still have them. But I will never use those again because that was just one of the worst experiences I had. Now, maybe your thing, Shane, might be better. But, yeah, I just, for the most part, like neck pillows in general, I just didn't have a good experience. I was like ready to go. This will be great. We got a long flight. It'll be. But no, it just was not the typical U-shaped ones. I did not like that at all.
Yeah, you need something that you can pack away really easy.
That's part of it. Yeah, and I didn't like that.
Did you already looked it up that it was 4 out of 5? You said.
Yeah, you're one from
dropped
episode.
It. Dropped it a star then. Yeah.
So yeah.
Which sounds about right. It's probably true of a lot of products over time. To be honest, Well,
that's why I want, and I know maybe this is just something separate, but just when you just said that, like people, when you buy something, whether it be Amazon or wherever you buy it from, after a week or two, you might get a survey like, how are you loving your product? Give us a good review for it. I don't want that review. I want the review 6 months from now or when you bought it. I want that review, or a year if you're still using the product or device. I don't want you just bought it because I feel like you're still like, you're always in love with what you just first bought. I want to know for sure if you still like something, with some time that's passed. So
the 6 months are like 90% of the times you're like, what the heck are they talking about? I don't remember buying that thing.
Yeah,
and then
exactly, right?
Once in a while,
but
be like,
if you really liked it, you will remember it, right? But it's. And I know nobody's going to want to fill out a survey or review. It's hard to get that kind of information. People just would rather delete the email than write a good review. They're going to write a bad one. If they really hate it, they'll write a bad one. But if it's a good one, they'll be like, it was great. I don't feel like talking. So I don't know. But yeah, that's my thing with. It's just like I bought a. I don't know. Now we're really getting off topic here. Sorry, Shane.
Sounds like it grinds my gear section.
Yeah, maybe. I suppose I could save that one for whatever. But if you still got more things, Shane, we can go back to your thing.
Just a bunch of stuff we wrote here. No, it's a bunch of crap again. It's $29.99 from Travel TRTL, not travel, Trtl.com. That's TRTL travel.com. Yeah, that is about it actually. But we also have this
Feedback.
Ooh.
We've actually had that bumper for a really long time, and I think we played it early on, and this might be the first time in like 60 episodes.
I don't remember it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we got something from, and I'm glad Matt pointed this out. Maybe I won't say his last name. I'll just say Alex T, and it's not Alex Trebek. Although, yeah, it's not. But
Get that Sean Connery accent out again.
Trebek. All right, well, he writes in, would it be possible to add chapters in your podcast? This will be appreciated by us. Keep up the good job, guys.
Nice.
And to that I say, I don't know. I don't, this is something new to me. I should say, I'm kind of confused if it's different from markers. Like, I know you can add markers, but this chapter specifically sounds like it might be an iTunes thing entirely. I mean, write us in, let us know again if I'm wrong here, but I did a little digging. Seems like it's something you got to do through iTunes specifically, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, for 82 episodes, it seems like I don't know if this is something you want just moving forward, or if it's something that should be done for all the previous episodes or not. But if this is really, I mean, the other part that I read about it is that it didn't really seem like something that was getting used a lot, unless I'm mistaken about that. Maybe this has been around for a while, and I just haven't really done anything with it.
I'm curious, does this mean you just skip to a certain part? And if so, what part does he want us to skip to, or what part should we get rid of in the podcast?
Oh, yeah. What part do you always want to skip through? That would be the more important question, right? I think that's kind of the idea. I saw some setup with it, and it seemed like you have kind of like a list, almost like a table of contents or something to it. But I presume that would mean you also are able to skip through. And I guess there's more I need to know about it and how easy it really is to implement. Because, and specifically with MP3s, because I know, like with what I do when I record here, I use this separate audio recorder, and I think there's part of the issue there is I'm saving that immediately as an MP3, and I think there's less capability with what you can do to an MP3 right out the gate. But yeah, I guess I'm still not too clear on if it's something you're doing to the file, or if I think it might with chapters. I think it might actually be to the RSS feed rather than the file itself. So if that's the case, I don't know. Maybe that makes it more likely. Just seems like there's always something new kind of coming out with this, and I would say it's a possibility in the future to do something like that. But yeah, I mean, or like Tony suggested, maybe we could cut or rearrange parts of the podcast to put some of the more interesting things early on, or I don't know. Exactly.
I don't know. If that's what you want, I don't know for sure. I've only seen, and if it is markers where you can kind of switch to certain ones, I haven't seen very many podcasts that do that, and I do listen to a pretty big share of them too. Yeah. And there's only one that I know will, like, usually if I'm in my car or whatever, you'll see like the title or whatever on your screen or whatever. I suppose depending on what car you have, but if they have markers, or I don't know if it's a table of contents, like you can switch out instead of the title, it'll be that portion of the podcast. Mm-hmm. And I've seen this only on, I don't know if you guys have, it's called Accidental Tech Podcasts, ATP. It's kind of nice. It's the only podcast I know that I've listened to that has that, where, they'll have like the intro and they'll have like whatever title for that. And then 5 minutes later or 10 minutes later, they'll have a different part or whatever they're talking about. It's mostly geared towards Mac and Apple stuff, but they do talk about other things too. Mm-hmm. But it is the only podcast I've seen that does something like that. A lot of the other ones, they don't, unless I'm thinking of something completely different from what this person writing in is talking about. But definitely let us know either way. So
yeah, that's the thing. I think they might be two different things. Like I said, I don't know 100% on that. Mm-hmm. Or I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure chapters are an iTunes thing that's separate from markers. But maybe not. Maybe they're exactly the same. Yeah, I'd like to get the listeners' take on a couple of those things. Like, I obviously I can continue looking into this somewhat. On the other hand, we don't, like, I don't want to say there's only so much work we put into the show, but yeah, like, we're not making any money off of this thing. Let's be honest. Let's be completely transparent here.
Right.
Until if and when someday we actually might still get a Patreon or we might get advertisers or something, but you don't have to skip through ads. You can already say that right now, anyway.
That's true.
But yeah, it seems like it would. That might take. There might be a bit of an overhaul to really go about doing that. But if I end up finding out that it's not going to be that big of a deal, certainly a possibility. So keep in touch, keep listening if you don't mind. We love that you're listening. Thank you for listening, and maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Definitely, maybe.
Yeah, definitely, sort of, kind of. We'll see. What was the question again?
We'll see. Yeah. But yeah, we hope to hear from you again there, Alex. Thank you for giving us a listener, too, perhaps. So if you want to write into us, you can do that at techiespodcast@gmail.com or different social media channels at Techies Podcast. You can also watch or listen to us. Oh, by the way, did either of you have anything else to say? Besides your stupid emoji things that I should figure out how to disable?
How do you disable emojis?
I don't think I can.
Someday.
All right, well, you can watch or listen to us, or I'm sorry, you can just listen to us on iTunes. You can't watch us on iTunes, but you can also go to our website, niceguynetwork.com/techies. I think Tony just sneezed or something, and then his video went away. And you can watch us Sundays at 6, 7 Central on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You can find Tony at Why Not Big T, myself at Shave Maddox, and Matt?
Yeah, you can find me.
Nowhere.
I guess you could Twitter me at Hulock.
Hulock.
May or may not answer.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get back into Twitter a little bit lately, but yeah, it's rough. Anyway.
It's rough.
That'll about do it for this evening. So thank you, Tony. Thank you, Matt, for guesting once again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. And thanks everyone else for listening and watching. And until next time, tech her easy.
Again.
Oh, I didn't get that in the video, in the audio.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
No.
I guess they just finished filming the last season of Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, I saw some. Oh yeah. No, real quick. I'm gonna let the video roll for a little bit, Tony, until you tell me otherwise this time.
All right.
Probably end sooner than later. But I do want to mention, as long as you're, so they finished filming. But did you see the thing that Macy Williams put out, Arya?
Did you say? I don't think I saw. I thought I saw something what you say, you know, thanks Game of Thrones or whatever. I don't know what she said.
Yeah, but so I'm actually a little confused by
I don't know what she said exactly. What did she say?
And I don't know if
Looking right now.
if you guys want me to say anything because I felt I
do you
wasn't
think she
sure.
gave a spoiler?
I wasn't sure if it was spoilery or not. But then again, it's on her Instagram account.
Well, then I gotta think it's probably.
You'd think it wouldn't be, right?
Okay.
But it's still up.
I would, yeah.
It was
If it's
just
still on there, then it's probably not a spoiler.
well, except
That's true.
okay. So you want me to tell you what it says?
Sure.
Well, it's
What
got
about Mer?
so it's a shoe.
This is a spoiler alert if you actually are Game of Thrones fans and you're still watching, right? We should probably warn people to.
But it's like I don't.
But
think,
it's also on
I don't think
her
it is either.
Instagram, so take that as it may. But we don't know anything, so
I
we're
don't-
going with an Instagram posting. I don't.
right. Well, I don't
It's
think.
your own judgment. Feel free to disconnect now.
I don't think it's. I don't think that like that's the picture, which is weird because it's tennis shoes that are bloody.
Bloody.
Oh,
So
shoot,
that-
yeah.
Oh, that's it. Now we know who's gonna be.
So that's
who's
that in itself is not a spoiler, but so she said goodbye Belfast, goodbye Arya, goodbye Game of Thrones. What a joy I've had. Here's to the adventures to come. Right? Nothing so far. Then you get to the hashtags, and
Okay.
so this is the part that I think seems spoilery. Right?
All right.
The first hashtag,
Hashtag Jon Snow dies.
last woman standing.
Ooh.
Then next hashtag barely.
Oh.
And then the other ones are I'm asleep for the next 4 years. Just kidding, I don't sleep. But and then there's a bunch of comments. Do you think that's a spoiler or not?
Well, I guess
Or
we'll
do,
see.
or do you think it's
People could take it that
throwing
way, though.
people off or something?
Yeah.
So every woman in Westeros dies but her? Wow.
It all makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I just was like, whoa. Seems spoilery.
And she has
Spoiler.
bloody tennis shoes.
What are they gonna? Okay, so it is 2019, and is there at least a trailer? I'd be kind of curious of the new
I thought
season.
there might have been some kind of teaser or something.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, and then they were talking about doing like prequels or spin-offs or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, he wrote a book about it. He wrote a prequel, The History of the Targaryens, and how they kind of took power.
Ooh.
Did you read that, Matt?
No, I didn't. Fans were so upset about him. Like, why are you working on this book when you should be working on the next book of the series?
When did he come out with it?
And then he's
Doesn't
like,
he have two more to do?
Ka-ching.
He came out with book 5, and it's supposed to be 7 or 8 maybe. So he came out with book 5, like I think right before the series started, and he was hoping to wrap up the books before the series ended, and he hasn't come out with a single book since then.
No. Oh boy. Do you think the whole series is hindering him? Is just making him not like work on him or whatever?
I think he's just
Lazy.
he's enjoying the fame. I think it takes him a while to write stuff. He's kind of a perfectionist, so.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really it. Yeah, he's just he's a creative type, an artiste.